Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Dreaming with Adrian. In today's video, we're going to be going over one of the most incredible dreams I've had in my entire life, and it's stuck to me to this day. It's about facing challenges head on, so let's get right into it. The dream starts with me waking up in the middle of a barren desert, miles and miles and miles of white sand, clear skies, but nothing around me, nobody in sight. Suddenly, off in the distance, I see a legion of demons approaching me. And I'm talking about the scariest demons that you have ever seen in your life. These things aren't even around my height. These things are around 100 feet tall, and they are gigantic, scary, grotesque looking demons. Once I saw these approaching me, the fear that entered my body was so tangible and real. This felt like I was completely screwed and I could not do anything. And just when you think this couldn't get any worse, I turned around and I saw a second legion of demons approaching me from behind. And these things looked even scarier than the first set of demons that I looked at. So I'm huge into video games, and the second set of demons looked like something straight out of Shin Megami Tensei. I'm not sure if you guys have played that game, but that's a game that has a lot of demons, a lot of crazy looking styles. And these demons that I saw looked exactly like those ones in that video game. Both sets of demons looked like they were hungry, and they looked like they were not stopping anytime soon. I was the only person in the middle of them, so they were both approaching me, and I was basically sandwiched at this point. My heart was racing, my mind was going crazy, and I had no idea what to do. So picture being in the middle of two legions of demons running really quickly, trying to get right to you, and you standing there not really knowing what the heck is going to happen. I felt like there was no time to think. There was no time to do anything. The fear that I was feeling was so overwhelming that it didn't really catch up to me at this point that I may be in a dream. My mind filled with fear, my body filled with panic. I had no idea what to do. And suddenly I hear the loudest crack of thunder, like it was happening right beside me. I got one legion of demons coming from that way. I got another legion of demons coming from that way. And now I got something coming for me from above. So I had no idea what to do. Everything started shaking. I had no idea what to do. My heart is racing even faster. And then it happened. Whatever was coming from above hit the ground. I rub my eyes. I open them up. And I finally see him. It's Zeus. Zeus, the god himself. This was reassuring because I instantly thought that Zeus was going to be on my side, and he was not the same height as me. Zeus was around 100 feet tall, same size as those demons that were approaching us. Everything sunk in, and I fully understood that I was in a dream, and I became fully lucid. And what I mean by fully lucid is that I had complete control over my mind, my thoughts, and my physical movements within the dream. The demons approached us, and they got so close, and it was time. The battle was about to begin. Zeus told me to walk into his palm, so he put it down on the ground, and I remember climbing up onto his fingers and into his palm. He encased me and held me safely while he fought off both legions of these demons with his other arm. One key scene that I remember from this particular part of the dream is Zeus creating a thunderbolt within his hand and throwing it through the middle of these demons. And I remember hearing the demon's flesh being severed and that crack of the thunderbolt moving through the battlefield. Just when I thought this was all over, we turned around and I see another legion of demons approaching us. But these demons were actually stitched together from the demons that we had just destroyed. So they looked like the abominations in World of Warcraft. This is when I started to feel that worry sink in again. But on top of that, there was one more thing that was approaching us. A massive 1,000-foot or even taller tidal wave was coming our way. I remember hearing off in the distance a sound of like waterfalls or Niagara Falls, that rapid water rushing so forceful that you can hear it clearly. My first thought was, we're done. This tidal wave was even taller than the demons that we were facing. It was even taller than Zeus, and there was no way that we could stop this wave from hitting us and from completely devouring the entire battlefield. And then it happened. The wave hit us. I remember being hit with so much force that I lost my sense of direction, and I couldn't tell which way was up, which way was down, which way was left, and which way was right. I just kept my eyes closed and hoped for the best. I felt like it was all over. I got hit by this wave, Zeus got hit by this wave, and the demons got hit by this wave, but we just had no idea what was going to happen next. Suddenly, everything went calm. I was able to breathe. I didn't have to hold my breath or close my eyes anymore. And I was going to myself, what the heck is going to happen now? And then the second god appeared, Poseidon himself. Poseidon had manifested a bubble that was the perfect size to keep me safe and protected from anything that was happening while being underwater. Even though I was safe, the battle was not over. I learned that the demons were adapting to anything that was happening in this battle. So when we had initially defeated them and Zeus had cut through them, they stitched themselves together and still kept their strength. When Poseidon had hit them with this wave and thought that they wouldn't be able to fight underwater, we were wrong. They were still able to do everything they were doing previously while being engulfed by that huge tidal wave. This next thing that happened is what really made the dream something that would stick with me for the rest of my life. In addition to providing that bubble, which helped me stay underwater and be safe, Poseidon also gave me a weapon to fight with. And this weapon was a trident. Poseidon spoke to me and said very confidently, as long as you believe in yourself, you will be able to defeat these demons. Poseidon's words gave me the strength to keep on fighting. And every swing of the trident, every kick that I threw, every punch that I threw was able to get through these demons and defeat them. Just remember, guys, I'm face to face with literal demons in this dream, and my punches and my kicks and the trident were all able to actually defeat these things. And I was in control of everything the whole time. I felt my blood pumping, I felt my mind racing, I felt my muscles tired from swinging and punching and kicking, doing everything that I can to make it out alive. I felt like I was in an anime. I'm 5'8" tall, and I'm facing these demons that are over 100 feet tall, and I actually had the strength to defeat them. One demon had landed a hit on me, and it sent me into that state of confusion where I lost my sense of direction again. But Poseidon quickly caught me and threw me through the center of that demon. I used the trident to pierce it, and the demon exploded into 1,000 pieces. Eventually, the water subsided, the demons had been defeated, and I stood there on the battlefield beside Zeus and Poseidon. We had officially won. I woke up from this dream feeling a sense of confidence and strength that I had never felt before in my life. Just picture this. You are on the battlefield fighting alongside gods, and they trust you to fight demons. You trust yourself to fight these demons. If I didn't have these guys beside me, I don't think I would have been able to defeat them. But just having that moment to actually fight alongside gods was incredible. Of course, this battle was very cool. It was a very entertaining fight to go through. But the most amazing thing was the level of lucidity that I experienced. In future videos, I'll go more in depth into that level of lucidity that I'm talking about. But sometimes you might have a dream where you are lucid and you can't really control what you are doing physically. You can't really control what you are thinking. But then you have dreams where you achieve maximum lucidity, where you control everything you're doing, your movements, where you go, what you want to do, and what you want to think. This dream checked off all the boxes. I had maximum lucidity. I was able to control my physical movements. I was able to think freely. I was able to feel deep sensations within the dream. Picture being underwater and not being able to breathe. Your chest feels heavy. You feel like you're going to die. I was feeling all of these things. But then I also felt that same relief when Poseidon put me in that bubble, which allowed me to breathe again. I took that air in and I felt that within the dream. When I discussed this with one of my friends that I usually talk about my dreams with, he had mentioned that this sounded like it was a battle for my soul. Being completely honest, I never thought too much about this dream in terms of trying to interpret it. I just accepted that this was a level of lucidity that I could achieve and that I could use in the future as well. Keeping it simple, the interpretation that I took from this is that even if the world is closing in on me, and if I feel like I'm being surrounded by difficulty from all ends, I just have to believe in myself and I will still get through it. And even if I don't believe in myself and it's still going to be tough, I always have some support from those guys upstairs that'll still help me get through anything that's difficult in my life. So with all this being said, what would you guys have done? Would you have decided to stay in the dream? Would you have ended it quickly? Would you have fought beside the gods if they gave you that confidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening to this crazy dream experience that I had, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sharing way more crazy dream experiences that I've had in the past. Until next time, sleep well and sweet dreams.